Bonjour à tous et bienvenue sur ce live. J'ai deux petites choses à faire. On va partir pour la conférence Day of the Day Digital Showcase. Je vais juste changer le nom en haut. Dev... non. Day of the Day Digital. Voilà, parfait. Comme ça, la vidéo, elle est parfaite. Je vais voir, est-ce que je peux avoir le chat? Je peux avoir le chat. Parfait, nickel. Ok, donc, je mets sur l'écran et on est parti. Donc, pour cette conférence, je sais pas exactement de quoi ça va parler. Il devrait y avoir des trailers de jeux et tout. Mais on va voir. Peut-être que c'est juste des développeurs qui parlent de leur jeu, les gars. Ce qui peut être tout à fait intéressant en soi, hein, même si je préfère quand même regarder des trailers et avoir des nouvelles annonces de jeux. Il nage à l'envers, Mugman. Il va avoir des perles. Oh! C'est pour regarder un film. À l'ancienne, les gars. Cinéma plein air. Cuphead, Physical Edition. Alors, je sais pas si c'est le début de la conférence, parce qu'il y avait marqué 12 minutes, mais ils ont mis... ils ont sauté des trucs, donc... Ah! Donc oui, c'est bien ça. C'est bien le
Hi
début.
everybody and welcome to the Day of the Dead's Digital Showcase. Thanks to Jeff Keighley for having us be part of his Summer Games Fest, and thank you to all of you, the millions of people watching out. Millions of people? God, that can't be right. This thing has really grown since it started 10 years ago here in San Francisco. Day of the Devs was an idea from Double Fine Productions and their friends at IM8bit to put on a
J'ai
show
pas
that
les
really
sous-titres,
celebrated video games and
malheureusement.
focused on the fans and the developers and brought them together to meet and celebrate games. It started as a live event here in San Francisco where we had developers showing their games where people could play them and also listen to music and eat food and drink, and it was really just a festival of amazing creativity and a very inspiring event. And then during the pandemic it became digital only, and now we're doing both, a live event and a digital showcase so people from around the world can enjoy all of these amazing games. We had a record number of submissions this year, more people wanting to be part of Day of the Devs than any year previously, and we have more world premieres today than ever before. I'm excited. I hope you're excited, and please, without further ado, enjoy Day of the Devs. Digital Showcase. There'll be effects on that. It'll sound good.
Non, il n'y a pas eu d'effet, malheureusement. C'était
I'm pleased to introduce a brand new game from a team that is near and dear to my heart. This is from Greg Lobanoff and the team at Wishes Unlimited, who made incredible games like Wander Song and Chicory. Here's their new title, Beastie Ball.
World Premiere!
Hi, I'm Greg Lobanov, and I am bouncing off the walls excited to finally tell you what my friends and I have been working on together ever since Chicory came out a couple years ago. Introducing Beastie Ball!
Beastie Ball. Alors, c'est assez beau. Ah, c'est un genre de Pokémon. Ah non, c'est un jeu de volet.
Beastie Ball is a turn-based RPG where you coach a team of beasties
Mais
to play
non.
Beastie Ball, which is kind of like volleyball. You play as this customizable coach character, and you can explore this huge open world, recruiting all kinds of beasties to your team. Then you can challenge rival sports.
Ça a l'air trop bien, les gars.
Raise your way.
Je vais y jouer, ça c'est sûr. Hein.
Beasties are highly social creatures that evolved to play sports. In their natural wild state, they're constantly playing Beastie Ball to build friendships, to settle disputes, or just to have fun. When beasties play together, they actually become friends with one another. And depending on their personality,
Ils deviennent des
humor
potes.
style, they can form different kinds of friendships. But whether they become besties or rivals or partners or sweethearts, they'll get some kind of unique combo ability that only that pair of beasties can do, which can turn the tide in a really tough match.
So with this game, we really wanted to emphasize the beasties' agency as living creatures. They're doing their own thing, making their own decisions. They'll only join your team after being convinced by you fulfilling a certain set of
Le chien fait pas
missions.
partie du jeu, les gars.
The goal isn't to collect as many beasties as you can, but to spend time with the ones that you care about and be surprised by the ways that they grow and change, and the bonds that they form with each other. We knew we wanted to create a really wide variety of beasties that each have their own ecological niche and way of playing beastie ball. So we're working with a really wonderful bunch of concept artists and spending a lot of time on each design. All the beasties have a range of colors and sizes, and their poses and animations are all hand-drawn, which gives us lots of opportunity to express their personalities and their different ways of moving.
To help give each beastie that personality, we've been doing unique voices for them. Each one can express a range of emotions, and we've had a lot of fun performing that. But it's not all just friendships and rainbows. This game is about sports.
You come from a tiny town built around a nature preserve. You're kind of underdogs until one day.
Ouais, ça va. En fait, c'est les devs qui présentent leur jeu du mieux qu'ils peuvent, quoi.
Your only way to stop the construction is to rise all the way to the top of the Beastie Ball League.
Right from the start of your adventure, you'll be able to see all the ranked teams on your map. You decide where to go, who to challenge, and in what order. And every time you defeat a ranked coach, the other ranked coaches become stronger. So no matter which way you go, you'll have a tough and exciting rise to the top.
We're so excited to finally reveal this. It's a really special project for us. And if Beastie Ball looks cool to you too, then please check us out at beastieballgame.com. We're going to be revealing a crowdfunding campaign very, very soon, and we'd love to have your support. Thanks very much. We can't wait to talk to you more about Beastie Ball.
Beastie Ball 2024. Sûr, je vais y jouer, les gars.
Heart Machine's follow-up title,
Double Fine. On les connaît bien.
You'll assume the role of a mercenary with some serious skills. You'll be entering the Overgrowth, an amazing open world with everything from lush rolling hills to deep labyrinths. They'll be comprised of both handcrafted and procedural elements, just how I like my levels. Like its predecessor, it'll be chock full of secrets and lore, sure to satisfy even the most curious explorer. You'll face off against enigmatic enemies, armed with an arsenal of weapons that you've crafted with the spoils of your previous battles. And for those die-hard fans that have been eagerly awaiting its release, we have some never-before-seen sneak peeks. This is Hyper Light Breaker.
Hello,
Hyper
I'm
Light
Alex,
Breaker.
Creative Director at Heart Machine, and we're making Hyper Light Breaker.
Alors, j'en ai déjà entendu parler, Hyper Light Breaker. Ça a l'air d'être un bon jeu.
Hyper Light Breaker is a huge, stylish, bloody game. As is our MO, it's a game that's vivid but bleak, with a crumbling world that can be brutal and beautiful all at once. It's a major landmark for us, and the first of its kind, an open world game where you never return to the same world twice. You could say it's a mix of incredible open world games like Breath of the
Ok, donc
Wild,
le monde est régénéré à chaque partie.
roguelike such as Dead Cells,
C'est un roguelite style Dead Cell.
alone or with friends cooperatively online. Breaker's
On peut jouer en ligne avec
narrative
ses amis.
fully through visual storytelling, where you'll discover and decipher the mystery of this world and lost land from long ago. Every world will be different, loaded with dangerous creatures, razor-sharp combat, vast overgrown wilderness, long-dead civilizations, and new discoveries in a mysterious, vibrant, yet horribly ominous atmosphere. Each biome in the world is different, with unique dangers, set pieces, and stories of their own. There will be massive bosses.
Il y a quand même des bons boss bien stylés quand même. Hein.
With dangerous, unique, and challenging sub-bosses scattered throughout runs. You'll pick up new gear, make new builds, unlock new characters, upgrade your equipment as you bring back more and more materials from runs. We've learned so much from our previous games, building up amazing tech and a deep well of knowledge and experience as a team. Breaker's the culmination of all that incredible work, and we're excited to have you experience it for yourself. We'll have a lot more information on the game as we come closer and closer to early access later this year.
Hyper Light Breaker. Ça a l'air cool les gars, en vrai.
And now, in true Day of the Devs fashion, we're traveling halfway around the globe to Transylvania to bring you a game that is not what you expect. From developers Stone Skip and publisher IM8bit Presents, I'm thrilled to bring you a world premiere title that is not only relaxing and enjoyable, it's chill and vibey. Let that anxiety go while you play.
D'accord, donc il y a un world premiere d'un jeu qui est très mignon, très posé.
Hi there, welcome. I'm Lara.
And I'm Dragos of Stoneskip Studio. We are a small team from Transylvania, and our mission is to create meaningful interactive experiences. Our first game, Simpler Times, sheds light to the beauty of the ordinary
Simple time.
and serves as a
Simpler
glimpse into
times.
the past where
Okay.
it can be present.
Simpler Times follows Tyna on a heartwarming journey through her memories as she prepares to leave her childhood home.
Man, it's getting pretty full.
Oh pitié quoi, je sors d'un déménagement, pas ça les gars. J'en peux plus de ranger des trucs.
It's apple picking season. My favorite.
Through visual storytelling and mindful interactions, you will journey alongside her as she delves into her past and uncovers her authentic self.
Ah, ça a l'air d'être un jeu à la cool quand même.
With each puzzle, Taina grows closer to adulthood and you'll be there to guide her. From simple activities like picking dried leaves from a plant to more complex ones like building a birdhouse, you'll interact with objects that hold sentimental value for Taina.
I really wish I could take you with me. I'm gonna miss our
Wicka
duets
wicka
together.
wick.
We know the world is getting faster every day. We live in it too. We wanted to create a space where players can take a break, slow down, and enjoy something meaningful.
Ah oui.
Simpler Times stems from stories we believe need to be told and heard. Inspired by this very place we're now sitting in, the game is a reflection of the physical spaces we spend time in and the memories we hold dear.
I've spent so much time here looking out the window. It's hard to believe that I won't see this view for a while.
We want to build a sense of awareness and appreciation for the world around us, encouraging you to reflect on your own memories and experiences.
Simpler Times is coming soon on PC and other platforms, so make sure to wishlist on Steam and follow us on social media.
Thanks for taking the time to listen. We hope you'll enjoy playing Simpler Times as much as we enjoyed creating it. Bye!
Bye!
It's like childhood is the beach and growing up is the sea. Can I still take all these?
Bon, je me fais totalement pré-shot sur YouTube, mais c'est pas grave. La musique. Elle est cool la musique quand même.
This next game is from Sad Owl Studios and Thunderful Publishing. It's a really unique puzzle game built around a camera mechanic where the photos that you take become 3D worlds to explore. This is Viewfinder.
Alors Viewfinder, ça par contre c'est un banger les gars. C'est extraordinaire. Vous allez voir. En gros tu prends des photos et les photos tu peux les ancrer dans la réalité. Et du coup ça crée des nouvelles possibilités dans le monde et tout. C'est insane. Franchement les gars, si vous voulez un jeu de casse-tête plutôt facile d'accès mais qui te retourne le cerveau, c'est ce jeu qu'il vous faut. Hein. C'est vraiment ce jeu. Hein. Regardez. Il prend la photo. Il vient la poser. Et au moment où il la pose, boum, c'est de la 3D. Et tu peux aller dans la photo. C'est insane les gars. Tu prends en photo un escalier et après tu peux mettre l'escalier où tu veux.
It's such a unique experience and I think everybody is
Ah.
just going to have a different experience
Stylé.
of how they play Viewfinder and that's just a really nice thing to it.
Perfect fit.
Boum.
An elegant solution.
On peut tourner la photo aussi.
That doesn't look right.
On peut revenir dans le temps si on a fait une bêtise.
You can rotate reality too.
If I was to compare Viewfinder to other games, I'd say
C'est tellement stylé les gars. Oh là là là.
combined with the visual illusions of Superliminal or Antechamber. People have also compared it to The Witches.
Ah, il y a un petit chat, ça je savais pas.
Manifold Garden and various other puzzle games. It's
Ça c'est vraiment insane.
very sandboxy and playful and open-ended.
the whole concept of when we started this, that when you actually create something, you do destroy a lot of things, and you know that's just a very important lesson in creation.
Ah
Viewfinder
ouais.
is created by different people, and you know we have
Non.
people from all
Ouah,
over
ah ouais, si tu reconstitues une photo, bim,
and interesting cultures.
ça la crée dans le monde. Oh là là. Ah ouais, ils ont eu tellement de bonnes idées, les devs de ce jeu, franchement.
Specific props and items and themes who you learn about, mostly through environments and environmental storytelling.
Dans la démo, ils montraient pas autant de choses, les gars. Hein.
These special spaces that really represent that character, who they are, what they like to do.
I'm sure you noticed by now, but using film was always Mirren's idea. One of her many passions.
Mais non.
Celion was always fond of games.
It's just very important for us to just put in what we know so that the rest of the world could also, you know, have a glimpse of the experiences that we've had.
This must be the next stage. Let's go.
Viewfinder. C'est extraordinaire, les gars, ce jeu.
We received a record number of submissions for this Summer Game Fest edition of Day of the Devs, but this next game didn't actually come through that process. We have eyes everywhere, and the curation team is always looking for games. This next one actually came from Twitter because the creator was posting all these amazing GIFs, and we reached out via DM and asked if we could feature the game. So here it is, this beautiful, gorgeous, hand-drawn ghost story called Haunty.
Hello everyone, my name is Leo Dasso and I'm with Moonloop. Together we're making a game called Haunty.
Haunty, ok.
The main mechanic in Haunty is that as a ghost you can haunt things and get access to their abilities.
Waouh, ah oui, d'accord. On peut hanter des objets pour avoir des capacités différentes.
I think you'll have a lot of fun sort of exploring around and seeing what different things you can haunt and the abilities that they give you.
Il y a un côté exploration où trouver les éléments que l'on peut hanter ou pas.
It focuses less on the high intensity moments and more on finding creative ways to use the twin stick paradigm to create fun solutions to the challenges in the game. Haunty follows the story of a ghost in the afterlife, and beyond that it really expands into a lot of ghosts in the afterlife and sort of the stories that they have.
Ça raconte l'histoire d'un fantôme dans l'au-delà, en fait, qui est plus ou moins comme n'importe lequel des autres. Donc on doit collecter des étoiles qui ont chacune leur capacité. Et c'est comme ça qu'on fait évoluer le personnage.
2D hand-drawn style, so there's a lot of painstaking frame-by-frame animation work in there. And we have a fantastic soundtrack.
Ça a l'air très très beau quand même. Hein. Oh non, non!
So it all sort of comes together to give you this sort of tour through the afterlife, chilled out experience.
Wow. Ah ouais.
If it's something you're interested in, be sure to wishlist it. It helps us out a lot.
Our next game is a bit of a blast from the past. It arrived on the scene around 12
Encore Double Fine.
Quickly became the talk of the town and won a handful of awards, including the Seamus McNally Grand Prize at GDC's Independent Games Festival. But then, shortly afterwards, both the game and its creator vanished. That game was Cart Life, a slice-of-life simulation game that put you in the shoes of various street vendors and tasked you with setting up a successful business selling bagels or newspapers. As the story unfolds, you'd soon find yourself making tough choices and trying to balance keeping your business afloat with the needs of your character and their families. It was a truly unique, powerful and special game, And it's super sad that it's been unplayable now for the better part of a decade. But it gives me great pleasure to tell you that lovingly restored and better than ever, Cart Life is back.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Rock Paper Shotgun, ok, donc ça c'est un média.
Hi, I'm Nick Herman, I'm with Ad Hoc Studio, and we're here to show you Cart Life. Cart Life is a retail
J'aime pas trop le côté un peu à l'ancienne et tout là, ça je suis pas fan les gars. En noir et blanc en plus. Le jeu est beau hein en vrai mais... Moi j'aime pas. J'accroche pas là.
In Cart Life, you can play as 3 different characters in any order. Each have their own unique background and circumstances, but what they all have in common is that they're trying to make it as street vendors. Melanie is a recently divorced mother and has moved back into her family home with her daughter, all the while trying to establish her new coffee cart. Andres is a Ukrainian immigrant who is trying to put down roots in a new town by opening a newspaper stand. And Vinny has big dreams, but never enough money to make it happen. He's hoping that selling his homemade bagels will help turn things around for him. Managing your own cart is not an easy job. Just like in real life, in Cart Life, your resources are limited.
Super, on vient de voir un cul.
You need to take care of yourself and others, and how you prioritize the needs of your cart against the personal needs of each character will determine the outcome of their stories. The world of Cart Life is alive and filled with characters who are potential customers that you'll get to know as you try to build your business. There's no right or wrong way to play this game. What players choose to do with the time that they have with each character is entirely up to them. Everyone's experience will be different based on the choices they make, what they prioritize, and even the order in which they choose to play the characters. This release is going to have a bunch of new story content, new art, updated controls and mechanics, and we really look forward to sharing it all with you on PC and console later this year.
Cart Life. Bon, je suis pas fan, hein. Ça reste un jeu sympa, mais bon, je suis pas...
skateboard renaissance has been going on for the last couple years in games, and as we get deeper into the grind revival, things are getting a little more avant-garde and daring. This next one gives you all that Tony Hawk mechanical goodness that you crave, but with a heavy helping of demons and brimstone. This is the world premiere of Hellscape.
C'est quoi Hellscape? World Premiere.
Hello, my name is Jordi van den Bussen, also known as Kwebbelkop. I'm the CEO and founder of Phantom Coast, and today I'll be talking about Hellscape.
Ah, Hellskate. Ok, c'est pas Scape échappé. Alors, on peut customiser le personnage. On est sur un jeu de skate plutôt fun, apparemment, dynamique, il y a de la baston. Oh, oh. Ah, il a eu 3 hits, c'est fini, quoi.
Hellscape takes place in Wertheim. Here you play as Anton Falcon, a skater through and through. All Anton wants to do is skate at Wertheim's fabled beach, even if that means he has to go through the gods and monsters who will do anything to stop him and his skater friends from doing what they love most. The skateboard mechanics are very similar to the arcade-like games such as Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Ok, donc c'est plus ou moins pareil au niveau du skate et de la maniabilité que Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
A long time ago, the idea and the far-flung land of 2002, I worked on a game called Tony Hawk Underground, and at the time we were working on it, we were thinking,
Ah, j'y avais joué en
"Man, this
plus.
really looks a lot like an RPG or an action RPG. You have all these stats and you're upgrading and all this kind of stuff. It's super cool, super neat, right? But of course, we're bound to Tony Hawk, we're bound to the real pro skaters, it always seemed to me that skate graphics create and imply such an interesting world, but it's not a coherent world that you can visit. So that was one of the motivations behind Hellskate.
Ah ouais.
Hellskate is a skateboard.
Il y a l'air d'avoir différents types d'armes.
It fuses together old school skateboarding with the tricks and traversal, manuals, grinds, jumps, balance meters with a roguelite structure.
Donc c'est bien un jeu typé roguelite, les gars. La mort fait partie intégrante du jeu. Et du coup, on peut gagner des nouveaux bonus, des nouvelles attaques. On peut débloquer des nouveaux skateboards.
Combat in our game can be described as a fast-paced skateboard hack and slash. While you have your light and heavy attacks, the core of the gameplay revolves around your skateboarding tricks.
The game should be quite
Et tu te bats en même temps que de faire tes tricks au skateboard, évidemment. Il est assez facile à prendre en main, apparemment.
Why did you stop me from skating?
Look at yourself. Your wing, your arm. What do you think happens when that gets to your head?
Hellskate. Je pense que ça sera une découverte, ça.
In our next game, Henry Halfhead, you play as Half a Head. That's it. That's the game. But it's so much more than that too, because you see, Henry can be many things, can be anything, in fact. He has the curious ability to be able to transform into anything he can reach. Using this peculiar power and perplexing form, you'll live the life of the title character, navigating sandbox situations crafted by Zurich-based developers Lululu Entertainment, and in so doing, maybe ponder the philosophical questions. Who is? How is? What does it mean to be Henry Halfhead?
Welcome! May I introduce you to Henry? Henry's not just anyone.
Henry.
If anything, they're, well, everything. Henry can transform into everything in their reach. Yes, everything. And that's how they manage their daily life. The familiar noise of Henry's alarm clock announces the dawn of a new day. And it will keep ringing until Henry gets up and calms the nervous, quivering machine. Tick-tock, tick-tock. At least half awake, Henry is ready for their morning routine, which they usually start by making their bed.
Trop bizarre comme jeu. Je sais pas quoi en penser, les gars.
Staying in bed is tempting, but only leads to regret later. Henry knows that if you want to change the world, you have to start off by making your own bed. Completing this simple task in the morning gives Henry a little bit of pride and the feeling of control.
Là, le but, c'est de faire le lit.
With part of the morning routine done, Henry was ready to freshen up.
Prendre un bain, ok. Aller aux toilettes.
For hours, Henry could sit there, lifting the seat up and down, pretending it was a singing mouth. Not too hot, not too cold.
Ok. Du savon.
Henry bought a turmeric soap. They didn't know, they just liked the color. It's actually great for their skin.
Ah oui, d'accord. Lol, qu'est-ce qu'il fout là, le canard? Ah, c'est un peu un genre de jeu casse-tête, quoi. Ça demande de la découverte, de tester des choses. J'avais pas vu, mais il y a les objectifs à gauche. Je me suis dit, putain, si on doit inventer le truc, ça va être chaud. Un petit café.
The best drink Henry can make from beans. candy of nature. Delicious. Well fed and well informed, Henry has to get ready and pack for work.
Je suis pas fan encore une fois de ce jeu, mais bon, pourquoi pas, hein.
If Henry takes their lunchbox and leaves now, they can catch the 8 o'clock bus.
Double the Henry, double the fun.
Ah, on peut jouer à deux.
Play Henry's not so ordinary everyday life in co-op mode. Henry, everyday life with a twist.
Bon, c'est bien qu'il y ait des jeux comme ça aussi. Ça fait un vent de fraîcheur, les gars, dans le monde du jeu vidéo.
Rhythm action platformer 140 and co-op arcade shooter Thoth. Two of the most fiendishly well-designed and fun puzzle games I've ever played that truly give you a sense for and appreciation of Jeppy's contributions to those Playdead titles. His new game sees him teaming back up with Jakob Schmidt, composer of 140, and applying his trademark puzzle skills to a beautiful, mind-bending adventure game. This is Cocoon.
Hello, I'm Jakob, co-founder
Cocoon.
and audio director of Geometric Interactive in Copenhagen. I would like to show you what our amazing team has been working on for the last couple of years. Our game, Cocoon.
Annapurna Interactive, ok. Par les créateurs de Inside et Limbo. C'est de très bons jeux, les gars. Si vous les avez pas fait, je vous conseille de les faire. Là, ça ressemble pour l'instant à du Hyper Light Drifter. Hein. C'est pas du Limbo ou quoi. Hein. Extraordinaire cette animation. Ok. C'était un peu dégueulasse, mais ça passe, vas-y.
Cocoon is an adventure game with multiple worlds, and each of these worlds are contained within an orb. Let me demonstrate by jumping out of the world which we are currently exploring.
Quoi?
Just like that, we are now in a world outside.
Il y a un monde intérieur et un monde extérieur, de ce que je comprends. Et ils sont intimement liés, je suppose.
The orange orb here contains the world we were previously exploring. Let's jump out one more time. We are now in a world even further outside.
Encore un autre monde.
Using the orange orb that we picked up.
Ah, les orbes, elles ont quand même une utilité.
Orbs can be placed on switches to power devices and solve puzzles.
Ça arrête de m'intéresser, les gars. C'est un jeu de casse-tête.
And you can even throw them into pipes.
Ah oui, il veut le faire passer, du coup, jusqu'au bout. Tut. J'adore. Moi, j'adore, les gars.
You can use the hierarchy of worlds within worlds to solve interesting puzzles. For example, to safely avoid this moving barrier, you simply jump out of the world, let it pass by, and jump back in.
Stylé, stylé. Et là, on le récupère et on avance.
Now, Cocoon is not only about exploration and puzzles. Within each world, you have to face a mighty guardian. Here is a first glimpse.
Donc, il y a des gardiens légendaires à confronter. Oula. D'accord. Bah, faut aller au centre, non? Ouais, c'est ça, faut aller au centre. Ok, c'est une étoile de mer. Ah non. Ça y ressemblait. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il y a à faire? Je pense qu'il faut le faire prendre... Ok, il a détruit une pierre. Il va détruire une deuxième. Ah, il y avait un truc là-dessous. Il va retourner au centre. Non? Voilà. Ok, c'est ça. Il redescend. Là, on peut le boom. D'accord, ok. Moi, j'ai compris le boss, les gars. C'est bon.
We hope you look forward to exploring the mysterious worlds of Cocoon, releasing later this year on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch.
Waouh, waouh. Oh, le nombre de mondes intriqués les uns dans les autres, là. Waouh, c'est... insane. J'ai bien écrit Cocoon. Ça a l'air d'être un très bon jeu de casse-tête, les gars.
And now, I'm pleased to bring you a title from French-Canadian developer Impossible. In this relaxing artistic exploration game, you play a painter with a watercolor brush and a whole city to explore. This game is more than appropriate for Day of the Devs Summer Game Fest edition because its title, Été, in French, translates to the word summer.
Hi, my name is Laszlo, and I'm the creative director at Impossible. We are a small Montreal-based indie studio working on our first title, Été.
Ah, ça, oui, d'accord.
In Été, you see the world through the
J'ai vu quelqu'un jouer à la démo, les gars.
just waiting for you to fill it with color.
C'était Colibria sur YouTube. Elle avait joué à ce jeu-là et j'avais regardé.
Été means summer in
Elle fait des très bonnes vidéos de découverte, les gars. Si ça vous plaît, allez la voir.
Canada, as you step into the shoes of a painter who's traveling abroad for, well, the summer. This is a game for people who love pure exploration.
Ah ouais, j'adore.
Open city scenes at your
Mais je voulais pas faire la démo parce que c'est le genre de jeu, tu le fais une fois et puis après, tu passes à autre chose. Parce que, comment dire, tu vas pas tout le temps recommencer pour repeindre tout ce que tu as déjà peint dans la démo, quoi. Vous voyez l'idée? Recommencer de zéro ce genre de jeu, c'est un petit peu... c'est un peu relou, quoi, on va dire. Par contre, le faire d'une traite, c'est une expérience incroyable. Ah, la modélisation des persos, par contre, elle est terrible. C'est terrifiant, les gars.
Using your bike, you can travel quickly back to your apartment and paint those commissions on canvas.
Ah oui, d'accord, il y a 3, 5, 8 niveaux. 8 ou 9 niveaux.
That's where your creativity comes into play.
Ouais, avec tout ce qu'on a trouvé, on peut créer des éléments, des photos, des trucs.
In your expedition so far. Stamps on your canvas can be freely moved, resized, rotated in 3D, and even recolored. The canvas is pretty much your sandbox that lets you put your own spin on commissions. And if you're feeling inspired, you can paint as many creative artworks as you like without any kind of limitation. With hundreds of unlockable stamps at your disposal and dozens of commissions to inspire you, the only limit really is your imagination. Apart from living your best life as the friendly neighborhood painter, you'll also get to meet other like-minded artists, like Marianne, an ambitious photographer, and Theo, a talented musician, among many others.
Okay.
If you manage to befriend them, maybe they'll let you in on their best-kept secret, an abandoned building that could become your very own painting studio. But you'll have to dive into that story for yourself. It is coming out in 2024, and we hope you'll enjoy your adventures as a traveling painter
2024, ok, donc en 2024.
summer world.
Hi everybody,
S'appelle
how have you liked the
Été.
show so far? This is the time where we take a brief break to talk about the long and complicated process by which we accept games into the nominating committee and all the legal ramifications and the technical rules that go with the accounting of the...
Tim, sorry. I thought that, yeah, I thought I was doing something here too. All right. Hey, Kelly from Indie Mega Booth here with a very exciting announcement. We're back. Woo!
Il aime bien les flops, lui, hein.
If you're a fan of indie games, you may have seen the Indie Mega Booth.
Vous imaginez le malaise dans la salle de tournage? Pas un rire, rien, et t'as juste un mec un peu cringe qui arrive et qui fait péter un truc.
Crypt of the Necrodancer, Tunic, Disco Elysium, Spiritfarer, Celeste, Mini Metro, Astroneer, The Stanley Parable, and Papers, Please have all been part of the Indie Mega Booth community. If you're a dev, you'll likely know us from our industry work, such as our GDC showcases, our presence at Bit Summit, our global outreach and events, including a robust scholarship and grant program. And if you've never heard of any of this, well, that's fine. Just think of us as like a stepping stone into the games industry, where folks who love indie games can connect with each other, discover new games, and be part of a welcoming, diverse, broad, creative community. Indie Mega Booth has been in hibernation during the pandemic, but we are so excited to announce that we're finally waking up from our big long slumber, and we're ready to move forward with IMB 2.0. Head on over to our brand new website, indiemegabooth.com, and be Indie Know by signing up for our newsletter. Learn about new games, upcoming showcases, digital sales, and the best ways to help support the games and developers that you know and love. As we've always said, individually we're tiny, together we're mega.
Elle aussi, elle a fait
We have
péter le
another
truc.
world premiere for y'all, and it's also really thematically appropriate for this showcase. You'll see why in a second. It's from the aesthetically amazing studio called Land and Sea. They're famous for the Alto series that you know and love, but this next one is not what you're expecting from them. It'll be herding your way. It'll be flocking your way. No, I like herding. It'll be herding your way next year. It's called Summerhill. It's about sheep.
World premiere.
Hi there, my name is Harry Nesbitt, and I'm the founder and creative director of Land and Sea. We're a small team from the UK, best known as the developers of the Alto's Adventure series. Now, over the last few years, we've been busy growing the team and
Oh, ça je
laying the
prends les
groundwork
gars,
for
ça je
our
note
most ambitious
direct.
project yet. It's an entirely new IP that aims to build on the themes that we care about most as a studio. And we're super excited to be able to share this exclusive first teaser with you today. So please, take a look, and I'll be back at the end to tell you more.
Quoi le nom? Altos Adventure et Altos Odyssey, ok, je connais pas. Ouais, il a spawné le chien. C'est glitchien les gars, je vais l'appeler glitchien. Ah, c'est pour ça, ok. Derrière un certain truc, ça disparaît, ok. C'est pour ça. Summerhill. Ça a l'air stylé quand même.
We hope you enjoyed this first look at our brand new game, Summerhill. To give you a little bit more detail, Summerhill is a story-driven puzzle game in which you play as a young shepherd and their dog. Together you'll be setting out to rescue your lost flock that have been scattered across the mysterious land that lies at the border of your home. Summerhill brings together gentle problem solving, fluid herding-based gameplay, and striking pastoral landscapes to tell a timeless coming-of-age folktale. As a team, we've been massively inspired by the rich history and cultural impact of sheep herding across the world. There are few people or places that haven't been impacted in some small way by the practice of shepherding. Even the name, Summerhill, is a name often given to highland pastures where sheep are taken to graze during the warmest months of the year. In many ways, sheep herding is in our DNA, and we really want to do justice to this timeless tradition and tell a story that could only be told in this way. We're also super excited to be working again with our longtime collaborator, Todd Baker. Todd is a composer and audio designer best known for his work on games such as Monument Valley 2, Dreams, and our very own Alto's Odyssey. We can't wait to share more with you, so if you'd like to be the first to hear about what we're up to, please head over to our Steam page to wishlist the game, or go to summerhill.game to join our mailing list. Thanks again, and we look forward to sharing more with you again soon.
Ça a l'air cool, les gars. Alors, ils ont fait ce jeu parce que la façon de gérer les moutons, etc., ils adoraient l'idée. Du coup, ils ont voulu reprendre un peu le truc, mais en présentant des nouveaux environnements, des choses très belles, quoi, qui font que ce monde est beau. Qu'est-ce qui se passe là? On dirait un jeu mobile, les gars.
Who knows? Maybe we'll find one more thing worth fighting for. Eternites is a dating action game that takes adrenaline-fueled combat and mixes it
Je prends. Tous les jours, je prends, les gars. Ça, c'est mon type de jeu. C'est mon type de jeu cœur, ça, hein, les gars. Même si les graphismes, bof, par rapport à d'autres jeux un peu plus... à mon avis, ils n'ont pas eu autant de budget que d'autres jeux, hein. Le jeu est ok tiers en termes de graphisme. Par contre, les systèmes de combat comme ça, là, dynamiques, en temps réel et tout, je kiffe de fou, quoi. Après, faut pas non plus que ce soit trop compliqué. S'ils mettent une touche de RPG derrière, moi, je suis friand à 10 000 %, les gars. Il y a un côté, ouais, c'est ça, il y a un côté un petit peu relation entre les personnages qui peut-être améliorera leur relation tout simplement et augmentera du coup donnera peut-être des effets bonus, des trucs comme ça.
We have so many mini-games that can help you unlock unique skills and spells in battle.
Ok.
So yeah, you can fight monsters, explore dungeons, date.
Oh, le côté rendez-vous, c'est pas trop mon truc, hein, mais bon. Voilà.
Anyway, you have to manage and balance all these activities if you want to save the world.
J'espère qu'il est en français quand même. Parce que sinon je risque de le faire dans très longtemps. Hein. J'aime pas quand les jeux sont pas en français. Ça me demande trop de ressources, ça me fatigue beaucoup plus vite. Je profite moins du gameplay et de l'histoire.
Next up, from Italian-Icelandic developer Evil Licorice, comes a nostalgia-fueled gadget-building sim that demystifies electronics engineering and allows you to share your creations with the community.
Hello everyone. I'm Marco Bancale from Evil Licorice, and I'm one of the designers of Retro Gadgets.
Ça me dit quelque chose, Licorice. Ah ouais. Ah non, ça c'est pas du tout mon genre de jeu, ça. Hein.
It takes me forever to build something like this. I love the feeling of seeing something happening on a screen like this one when I rotate the knob or I press the buttons. And this is where the idea for Retro Gadgets comes from, is to being able to build digital gadgets with little effort. We love Pico 8 by Lexaloff.
Ah ouais, il y a de la vraie programmation et tout. Ah waouh. Oh là là. Ça va en rebuter plus d'un. Hein. Ça peut être un jeu extrêmement bien. Ça va en rebuter plus d'un, les gars.
And Retro Gadgets tries to take the best of both worlds and adds a layer of hardware building and customization. All this is packaged in a cozy and retro-inspired environment. We have a fantastic community and people have been creating insane gadgets that go well beyond our initial expectations. So please join our Discord server and check them out. Retro Gadgets is in early access on Steam and we have big plans in store. Bye.
C'est un jeu pour apprendre ça, hein. Retro Gadget. C'est un jeu pour apprendre la programmation et l'électronique, les gars.
very well may have become fascinated by one of the hyper-specific contraptions and gadgets it keeps on board to measure soil samples and hunt for traces of water. Our next game poses a very important question though. Sure, curiosity can tell us the weather on a planet millions of miles away, but can it deliver a pizza? In Mars First Logistics from doing the task of carrying awkwardly shaped objects from point A to point B by assembling and piloting your very own Mars rovers. And in doing so, perhaps you will solve the pepperoni-based problems that truly matter.
Hello, I'm Ian McClarty from Shape Shop. We're a small team based
C'est Sable qu'on voit derrière, non?
We're making this game, Mars First Logistics.
Ça ressemble à Sable.
In Mars First Logistics, you'll be helping to establish a colony on the surface of Mars. You'll do this by transporting often awkwardly shaped objects between A and B.
Ça, c'est pour les ingénieurs, ça.
Design and build yourself.
Super.
As you complete deliveries, the game will give you new toys to play with.
C'est un jeu d'ingénieur, je vous le dis, les gars. Oula.
The game is set in a vast open world, and you're free to pick and choose which jobs you'd like to take on. There's a mix of procedurally generated side jobs and handcrafted main contracts. In the main contracts, you'll be helping to construct new buildings in the game's world. One of the main challenges in the game is figuring out how to pick up each item and deliver it safely to its destination using the parts that you have available.
Wow.
And as you build up your collection of parts, more creative options will become available to you. And I think a lot of the fun in the game is just messing around and being creative in its editor.
Oof.
And finally, I'm really excited to announce that Mars First Logistics will be launching into Steam Early Access on the 22nd of June. That's just 2 weeks away, and we're really looking forward to seeing what everyone builds in the game. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Mars First Logistic.
You'd think the aftermath of a world
Interesting.
pretty bleak, right? Well, UK and Denmark-based studio Die Gute Fabrik has a different take. From the studio that brought you Mutazione and Sports Friends comes the all-new adventure set in the sprawling post-flood world of Salt Sea. The adventure unfolds differently with every decision, so there's always something new to see in your next playthrough. So buckle your swatches and get ready for the world premiere of the stylish, seaworthy Salt Sea Chronicles.
C'est un world premiere, les gars. World premiere.
I'm Hannah Nicklin from Die Gute Fabrik, and we made Salt Sea Chronicles. We're super stoked to show you the world premiere of Salt Sea Chronicles today. It's a flooded world, story-driven adventure game where you play as a ship's whole crew. beginning of the game, you're going to discover that Maya, your captain, has gone missing, and together your ragtag crew are going to heist a ship and set out across the Salt Sea archipelago in search of clues. In each chapter of the game, you'll decide where to head next, who to explore with from the crew when you get there, and what to say to the people that you meet along the way. Salt Sea Chronicles' unique art style is brought to life by beautiful animation, and each location is built on the fragments of this world that came before.
Pour l'instant, l'animation, elle est pas aussi bien qu'ils le disent, hein.
One of my favourite locations is called Los Gatos, and on that island, the people there live symbiotically with this community of cats. As you explore, you'll find a brand new trick-taking card game designed especially for the world of Salt Sea. It's a really good way to sort of take a break from the story. It's called Spoils, and you can play it all over the archipelago, and you might discover.
C'est une bataille. C'est une bataille à 4, non?
Another thing we're super proud of is our exploration system. So we're sort of done away with the walk of shame in adventure games. So if you miss a clue, instead of sort of slowly traipsing to the other end of the island, you're just going to tap the shoulder button on your controller or select a screen span arrow to move almost instantaneously across a space. It allows us to lay the story down away from a linear.
Encore une dizaine de minutes, les gars.
Salt Sea Chronicles doesn't tell a story about a hero. It's a story about a community and how you navigate the world together. And each community that you meet in turn is going to be rich and amusing and strange maybe, and have its own things going on. There's also a strong sense of genre-based storytelling too. So while you might be new to the world of Salt Sea, you'll know that you're in a Scooby-Doo chapter or a Romeo and Juliet chapter or a detective one. There are plenty of laughs, but tough choices and meaningful moments too. Our writer's room of award-winning storytellers have done an incredible job. We're so delighted to share Salt Sea Chronicles with you all today, and I can't wait for you to explore the rich world, get to know the wonderful characters, and to hear what paths you chart when you play.
Salty.
All right, this next game, sorry. Tim keeps texting. Let's see. Oh, Tim wants me to read something. Apologies, but this seems important. The thing I love most about Day of the Devs, says Tim, as me as Tim, I don't know, is getting to know all these amazing game developers. I love hearing them describe their games and their creative process, but I wish I could hear more. I wish I could be a fly on the wall, eavesdropping all their private conversations, all their ups and downs, their triumphs and tribulations, while making a real video game over the course of 7 years. Too bad there's no way to do it. Or is there? This is actually pretty cool. Two Player Productions was embedded with Double Fine for the course of 7 years while they were making Psychonauts 2, and they made a super hyper duper long documentary series unlike anything you've ever seen in games. All the intimacy, all the tears, the outrage and joys, and all the things that happen in game development that never really gets documented because who has access like this? So here's a very quick sneak peek at their incredibly long series. We highly encourage you to watch this thing. It's amazing.
So what's next?
Psychonauts 2.
To get to the dollar amount we're talking about, it's probably going to take financing from a lot of different avenues.
Whenever Grasslands is going to start, Tim's just going to start taking our people.
So there's a ton of stuff going on right now. It's kind of breaking me. But you know, it's fun. It'll be really rewarding when it's done.
Hopefully you get a chance to work on a Psychonauts game in the near future. Thank you for helping us bring back Psychonauts. Thank you.
C'est quoi, c'est la fin là?
To submit your game for future Day of the Devs, or to just hear about Day of the Devs in general, go to dayofthedevs.com for more info.
Thank you to all the incredible sponsors that have been with us since the very beginnings of Day of the Devs. We're going on 11 years. We could not pay for any of this without these sponsors. They donate to us
C'est la fin, les amis.
Except showcase of incredible games from indie devs all around the world. So please applause for all the cool.
On va faire la fin ici.
We appreciate you. We couldn't.
Du coup, bah, c'est la fin de cette conférence qui s'appelait Day of the Devs. Si vous n'êtes pas abonné, abonnez-vous les gars à ma chaîne. Ça fait plaisir. Un petit pouce vers le haut, ça c'est toujours bien. Partagez vraiment cette émission, ça me permet de donner de la visibilité, c'est surtout ce qui me manque. Partagez-les à vos amis, à vos proches, vos parents, vos frères et sœurs, etc. Vraiment, partagez à tout le monde, les gars. Ça, c'est la meilleure chose que vous puissiez faire pour moi. Et on se retrouve là dans très peu de temps. Je vais faire juste là, le temps de relancer le live et tout. Je vais faire guérilla. Attendez, c'est Devolver Direct. Donc du studio Devolver, hein, tout simplement, c'est ça, c'est la conférence, elle dure environ 1 heure, donc on va faire ça, et puis bah, j'espère que ça vous plaira. Donc si vous voulez voir la conférence Devolver, allez voir sur ma chaîne, elle devrait être disponible assez rapidement. Voilà, allez, à tout de suite.